Hi. So I just want to kind of discuss about my the studio setup that I've got. So it's just a small home studio. It's nothing special. I mean, I've built it from the ground up really, and I was spending money um, that I have not got much on the equipment, but it's I can't get everything straight away. It's just going to take a bit of time just to kind of build it up, but I'm getting there, and I'm really looking forward to what I've still got to come. So I'll discuss the equipment in a bit, but first of all, I just want to kind of go through the room that I've got here. So you see behind me, it's not a bad room. It's obviously it's in my own flat. To be honest, it is quite a lively room. It's not the best for mixing, um, but that's why I've had to put the foam up that you can see behind me. There is some more to the side in front of me here, just behind the screen and the speakers, and it's it does help to kind of dampen the sound a bit more, and so the room's not as lively as it was. Um, but it's just kind of it's a wooden room, nothing special to it apart from that wall in front of me is the outside wall. So that's one of the main walls in the house. So it's that's obviously brick, but and then obviously this one down the side is brick as well. But the one behind me is wooden, and the one to my left is wooden as well. So, it's not the best of materials that's been used to it, but there's not much that I can do. It is my own flat, so I can't actually do what I want with it. But it's just obviously it costs thousands of pounds to treat it properly, and which I don't have at the moment. So yeah, I mean, I want to discuss the what I've got a corridor behind me, as you can see, just at that open door, and it's really good. The acoustics in there are brilliant. I just want to tell you about the shape of it. It's on either end of it. It's got two open ends. So as you can see behind me there, there's a bit of an open end as well. But on the other side, by the front door, there's an open bit as well. And so it's just got wooden floors all the way down, and it's got wooden partition walls as well, all the way down it as well. So there's nothing like treating it, and it doesn't need to be. It's just a nice long corridor, and I've got some good stuff out of that. So I've recorded some acoustic guitar in there, and I've recorded some floor toms as well in there as well, which I'll show you some pictures and some clips about. So it's quite good. So I'll just go on to the equipment that I've got now then. So moving on to the equipment that I've got then. So as you can see here, I've got the computer that I use is a Mac, an iMac 27-inch screen, and it's probably one of the most powerful you can get. So it's just kind of so it can hold Pro Tools and other DAWs. I've got Pro Tools now. So yeah, I've run Pro Tools 12 on this. It's quite good. I mean, there are some glitches which is a bit annoying. But I was using Reaper before, and obviously I've always liked Pro Tools. It's just the fact that it's the price of it that I couldn't really afford. But I've managed to get it now, and I'm really honing my skills on it. Just kind of I've been remixing old stuff that I've had, and it's been going quite well. So I've got a band coming in soon to get properly recording with. So I can't wait for that. Yeah, so I've got dual screen. It helps when recording because I can kind of put if I'm recording, I can put the mix window up there and the edit window down here, just so I can kind of keep an eye on both. But then obviously the other way around, if I'm mixing, I can put the mix window down at the bottom on the main screen, and then just the edit window on top, so I can kind of just quickly go between either tracks or different parts of the song recording it. As you can see, as I stated earlier, I've got the foam to the left and to the right, just behind the speakers, just so I can kind of dampen it a bit more. So talking about the speakers, they are Philips speakers. They're, at the moment, they're just hi-fi speakers. They're nothing special. They are good though. They are brilliant. I bought them about 6 years ago for £70, and they are brilliant. And I will obviously get proper mixing, proper studio speakers, but again, I've just got to. There's a lack of funds that's holding me back there. They're sitting on some OLX foam as well, just to kind of again dampen the bass of it, so it doesn't. So there's no. The bass doesn't come through too much. So back onto the hardware. I've got the two racks that I've got here. The bottom one is a Focusrite Sapphire Pro 40. This is my main interface on when recording. It's got 8 inputs and 8 outputs, and that's not including the headphones. And so I'll be doing a wee review. I've never done a review before, but I'll be doing a wee review on this shortly to see what it's like, because I do love it. I haven't had it too long now. I used to have a wee Scarlett 2-input thing, which was good. I recorded quite a lot on that, but this one's like even better. So I really can't wait to properly start using this when I get this band in to record, which starts this weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. And then above it, I've got which is my newest edition. I only literally just got it yesterday. It's a TC Electronic M350 Effect Reverb processor, and it's not expensive. It's only £140 for guitar amp and keyboard in Brighton. And I used it I'm in a couple of bands, and I used it in one of the a few weeks ago in the rehearsal studio. They had one set up, and we were just doing some acoustic guitar stuff for this acoustic song that we've got written and we need to record. And the reverbs on it were just beautiful. They were very crisp, clear, and just sounded a lot more expensive than a lot of the more expensive stuff that you do get. I mean, obviously, there are some drawbacks to it. Again, I will be doing a small review on this as well, just to kind of talk about it. But I mean, obviously, you don't get the features that you do in a expensive high-end effects unit, but the features that you do get are very good, extremely good. So I just want to talk about headphones now. I know most people usually don't talk about the headphones, but I love these things. They are Beyerdynamics DT770s, and they are godly. That's the only best way to describe it. They are absolutely godly. They're not for studio headphones. They are not expensive, and they are some of the best I've heard. They are industry standard, to be honest. I mean, the BBC use them, and a lot of recording studios do use them, and I'm very, very happy with the purchase when I bought them about 3 years ago now. So I was very happy with that. Now, microphones, I don't have a huge microphone collection. Again, it's lack of funds, but I want to kind of go through what I do have. So the first microphone that I ever bought was this one. It's a Shure Super 55, or better known as the Elvis mic. It's not a limited edition, but it's one of the more modern ones. Obviously, it's got the blue mesh inside it and kind of more modern style to it. I bought it for my bands, just to kind of do like vocals or like live vocals and stuff like that. It is a gorgeous microphone, and it's a great microphone as well. I've used it on. It's not just vocals that I've used it on. I've used it on guitars, which is quite good. It gives it quite a vintage sound, um, which is really good. But I've also used it on some drums as well, and I've used it as the only microphone on some drums, and it does again. It sounds brilliant. You know, it's a great all-round microphone. It's a super cardioid dynamic, but it sounds great on them, and I'm really happy with that purchase. It's not just a vocal microphone. So my second purchase of a microphone was this one. It's an Audix D6 bass drum mic, and it is probably the best bass drum mic in the industry right now. It's much better than a D112, and much better than a Beta 52. It's just the sound that you get from it, even from a quite poorly tuned kick drum, and the bass response that you get from it is just outstanding. And I've used it on so many things. Like, even I go to studios and bring this because I don't like the fact that they don't have one. That's why I bought one, because I just love the way it sounds. And I'm definitely going to be buying more Audix microphones because they are just brilliant, and some of the best microphones, like instrument microphones, you can get. So I'll be definitely buying more, some like i5s and D4s and stuff like that. So yeah, when I can afford to. So my next microphone, I'm gonna leave one of my favorite ones to last. To be honest, I've got 4 in total this time, but my next microphone is this. It's just a Sennheiser E609, and it's mainly for guitars. I bought it to record one of my own band's albums, guitars, and it's a good microphone. It's really good for guitars. Obviously, it's made for guitars, as you can see, the flat front, so you can really press it up against the amp and not really suffer the consequences. I think when recording guitars, I think it's better than an SM57. I much prefer the sound, and it is a good microphone, and you can use it on other things. You can use it as snare drum, toms, but yeah, it's quite good. I really do like it. So, as I said, my favourite microphone at the moment is at the moment it's recording my voice that you can hear. So it's down here, and it is my Shure SM7B. It's brilliant microphone. Again, industry standard for like vocals, especially metal vocals, and everything. It's absolutely brilliant. For a vocal microphone, it's not too expensive, £350. But I'm very proud of it, and I really do like it. I use it on a lot of things. I use it on bass drum as well, just outside outside the kick drum. It's got a good response there, and you can use it on guitars. I'm not really fond of it on guitars much, especially guitars that I kind of record on the amps, at least anyway. And that's why I go with the E609. But you can still use it, and but I use it as a room mic as well. Obviously, it's not a condenser, so it's not got the power that it needs. But as a room mic, it is okay. I've used it for acoustic guitar and other stuff. So yeah, so that's really it. That's really my studio. There's not much to it, but it's a nice wee thing, and I really do like it. And I'm just gonna keep getting more stuff for it, and just increasing the stuff that I've got. So yeah, thanks a lot, and I'll put some reviews on my 2 boxes soon. Thanks.